In this video, we're going to show you how to make this adorable dimensional ladybug quilt block. This turns out so cute. The wings are freestanding like this, just one of the favorites of my granddaughter. I hope you enjoy this. Come to our website, www.thimble-art.com. Now we'll teach you how to make this adorable ladybug. You're going to copy your paper pattern, and it will come straight up like this, or it'll be on point. You can choose which way you want your little ladybug to be oriented. First, you begin by making the wings by placing the paper pattern on top of two pieces of fabric that are right-sized together and stacked on top of thin polyester bonded batting. Then you're going to sew on the outside solid line, cut on the outside dash line, including in between. Remove the paper and turn them right side out. Now, I begin by foundation piecing area 1 and 2, 1 being the body fabric, 2 background. And with this side up, I'm going to machine baste where the wings go into the seam, and that will transfer it to this side. Then I'm going to place a wing so that the raw edges are 1/4 inch past that basting. Then I'll put down a piece of background fabric large enough to cover this whole area here. The bulk of the fabric's on this side. Then I'll turn it over and sew that whole line. Once that's sewn, it will flip back and cover that area, plus the wing will flip back. We'll show you what that looks like. I trimmed the extra fabric out of the seam allowance and then flipped back the background and the wing, pressed it. Now I'm going to place the second wing 1/4 inch past that basting. I want to make sure the top part matches. Right? And then I cut a piece of background fabric larger than this last piece I need to cover. This area I need to cover. So it's 1/4 inch past the basting. The bulk is opposite where I'm going to cover. Pin it to secure, and then I'm going to sew that whole line between 1 and 2 and 4. Now the wing and the fabric fold back. I cut the extra out of the seam allowance and pressed it, and then I cut it out on the outside dash line. You want to trace the antennae by hold it up to the light, trace it, so that you'll be able to outline stitch that. Now there's several options for the head. You can cut the pattern out of this Pelletech that's available in the fabric store. It's just a very thick Pellon that will hold that shape. And then there's also the pattern for the fabric that you can just wrap around it. I like to just use double thread and go back and forth until all of that fabric is wrapped around it. I've put batting in here so it'll look more like a pillow, but you don't have to do that. You can just have it be flat. You can also just make a dimensional piece like our other patterns where you put 2 pieces of fabric right side together, stack it on polyester bonded batting, and sew it, then just slip 1 layer of fabric for turning it right side out. Then I'm going to blind stitch that right up against the wings, and I just need to tack up here the wings up here. I want to leave this free, and then you're going to outline those antennae, and this little ladybug just turns out adorable.